live. I thought I would hop onto the second channel and go live for 20 minutes now that the main video is gone on the other channel. So I don't know if anyone's here, if this is working or not. Please do give me a high five if it is. I got the chat open up here. Let me just get the chat up and running as well. Now, I wasn't really able to do a full live stream tonight, hence the reason I recorded that video earlier. Let me just get this up and running as well. So this is working too. That should mean that we get the chat overlay working as well. If that is working, and my audio should be working too. As you can see, I'm the other side of the room. It's a little dark, isn't it? There's not a lot of light. What's going on here? 1 second. That's better. Oh god, that can go off now. Should we? Oh, we need that. Actually, we need that one on as well, don't we? So let's just have a look. Is the comments working? I believe we are live on the second channel. Let's just go live chat. Let's get that up and running. It says someone is watching. If you're there, hello. Please do let me know. Hello everyone, I just thought I'd go live. Now I've just done the premiere on the main channel talking about the digital, what my belief the current FPV system is from DJI, and I've thought I'd just go live for 15 minutes as I'm sitting at my desk just to talk a bit about it if anyone's got any questions. Hello Robro, how are you doing? Hope you're well. Hello Rebo, I see you found your way over. This was very unscripted. I literally had to plug the camera in, hit 2 buttons. It's on my desk over here on the GH5. I don't even think this is on I don't even think this is on autofocus. Now, is the browser chat working? No, because I haven't turned it on. There we go. Helps if I turn it on, doesn't it? You can see the RGB fan of my computer in the corner rattling away for those who like their RGB. Let me just bring the live stream back up. So yeah, we just put the video up on the main channel. Let me just go and have a look at that now a second. I did it a bit differently on purpose tonight. I haven't had a lot of time today to do what I would usually do. And I wanted to try the premiere thing to see how it actually went. And I have to say, it tends to go very well. YouTube make a bit of a fuss about it. I will say that. A bit too much of a fuss for any of my content, that's for sure. But it did go very well. Adjustable focus on the V2 goggles. Held for review. Has it been spammed already by pornography? There's some abusive comments from Bruce in here as well. Show hidden. Searching comments for anything that's been hidden. No, there's nothing hidden at the moment either. Let me just bring my chat up so I can see. It looked sinister when I had the lights off. Yeah, I've just been, today's been a bit of a tidy day in the workshop just to try and tidy some things up. I've got some new things in as well. Let me just find it. Where is it? I've been having to repair some Christmas lights as the wife has been putting the Christmas lights up. I've been having to repair them. Where is that gone? I've lost something that's brand new. Always a good start. Here we are. Sorry, couldn't see it. The wing has finally arrived. The 765 wing has finally arrived. I will be doing a build video with this very, very shortly, as has the Matex GPS and compass module as well. So that's arrived now too. So I will be doing a build video on that in the next couple of weeks. Very nice controller, to be fair. Very nice controller indeed. I'm going to sneeze 1 second. Oh, so yeah, so the video's just gone live on the main channel. Right, let me just check what happens if I do this. You might lose me a second. You're gonna see what I'm seeing, so you're gonna see never-ending windows for 1 second. Please apologize. Oh no, that's still working. That's fine. The only thing you can't see is the chat overlay when I do that. So if we go back onto the main video, let's just go. Come on, where is it? Give me the details. Come on, give me the link. Right, okay. There we go. So I... Shush, 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 shush. Look, it's not listening, look. I'm trying to tell it to stop. Go away. Right, thank you. You couldn't turn off the audio on ads. Pain in the bum. So yeah, the video has just gone out. As I said, it was a quick video to talk really about the current situation with the FPV system and this potential FPV quad. It does open up a lot of question marks, this system, if it happens. It really does. As I've shown in the video, we've had the leaks for months now, and it is going to be interesting to see how this actually gets on, what kind of battery it is. In some ways under there, actually, when you look at that part of the image, if I just go to Twitter, go search for the gentleman, he comes up at the top of the list. We'll ignore this that he's showing images of. It looks like renderings, that does to me. I'm not expecting that to be anything, but it could be. But if you do look at this, that's either a fan or a GPS module, and the more I've looked at this, actually, I think it's a fan, if I'm honest, rather than a GPS module. But and if you look, there's like an intake there, which would mean it go across the top and get spat out the back. But I'm not sure they need a fan in there if that was the case. But it almost looks like a round fan. It looks like it clips off. Could that be where the battery goes? Who knows? At the moment, it's looking interesting, isn't it? But I still think these screws are interesting. I really do. I do think there's some interesting stuff around them. Let me just get the chat overlay up onto this screen as well. 2 seconds. I haven't got that working. So if I just go to this a minute. Sorry, guys. I need to just copy you. I've never done this live. This could end really badly. Boom. Okay, so I've put the chat overlay up on this screen as well, but that's no good. I still can't see it. For some reason, I thought I'd be able to see it. Okay, so let me turn that off. Let me just do this a minute and resize some stuff. See, this is what happens when I'm nowhere near prepared. And I'm at the actual computer desk today rather than the desk behind me over there. Rob Rowe, lots of people are thinking FPV means racing. It'd be interesting to see. New G-code is backwards compatible with the current FPV goggles. Yeah, I think my bet would be no on that, but I could be wrong. Or maybe in a limited capacity. I can see Maverick users getting to try it, but that's it. Yeah, I think there's been a... You know, one of the things I wanted to talk about with this, let me just move the mic down a little bit and get it in the right place. There's a huge amount of people going racing. It's going to be a racing drone and stuff like that. I just never... The market, even for FPV, is very small. But if anyone can turn the market, it's DJI and build a new market from the current drones. Let's be honest, current drone use is pretty boring once you've had an hour or two with it. You know, unless you've got a specific use. Flying a Mavic, it's not the most exciting thing in the world. It does shift a little bit in sports mode, but that's about it. You know, it's not the greatest fun in the world. And if anyone could bring FPV to the masses, it's DJI. Because, look, there's already off-the-shelf racing drones and FPV drones out there. You know, iFlight Technology do a real good job. Let me just go on to that. iFlight do a real good job. I think it's Nology. Of making some good iFlight, some really good off-the-shelf drones. They've definitely got a website. Shop iFlight RC. Here we go. They make some really good gear ready to go. So it's not like there isn't product out there. It's not like people haven't been doing this. But if you look at this the same way as Apple looked at the smartphone industry, Apple didn't create the smartphone. Apple didn't make the best smartphone in many ways. But what they did was make a smartphone that worked for the masses. And that could be the secret here to what DJI do. It really could. You know, if we look, they do loads of quads. I'd love to try one of these these little whoops they've got. I really do need to order one of these in for Mum. But if we look at, you know, freestyle cine quads, look, Bumblebee, they've got them here ready to go. It's all available, $409. But you've got to take into account what you've got to add on top of that. You know, okay, let's have a look. So if we say XSR, and choose options. We'll have a battery as well. So there we go, $454. Sorry, euro dollars. Yeah, 454. So it's not, you know, it's not crazy money. If we go down Cine B series, any questions, guys? Put them in the comments. Oh, there's nothing under Cine B series. Can we click on the full category? Oh yeah, we can. Here we go. Look. So if we talk in Cine FPV, so here we go. Bind and fly with a DJI unit. Look at this. I'll use the DJI FPV combo. So if we look at this, this product is $400, but that's without the GoPro. So whilst up front you might think $1,200-$1,300 is a lot of money, if we look at this is $400 and that works with the DJI FPV. So you then need the goggles. Then you're talking a GoPro, and then you've got a full kit and batteries, and then you've got a kit ready to go, obviously. So it's going to be interesting to see, but price-wise, it isn't that little, if you get my drift, in it. It's not that you can save masses of money. You know, this is $400 plus a GoPro, which is another $300, say, for a decent one, or just say $200 for the medium. And then the DJI goggles, it soon adds up. I just think it's that upfront cost plus the controller. Yeah, agreed. It's that upfront cost that tends to make people think, oh my god, $1,300, that's a lot of money. But if you were to shop off the shelf, you know, let's go to getfpv.com. You know, ready to fly. So let's go for, you know, luminous 3-inch, 4-inch. Let's go for a 4-inch. Here we go. That's what we were just looking at. iFly. So there it is. $399. Choose options below. So we'll choose a receiver. No receiver because we're going to use the DJI one. We're going to add it to cart. We're then going to add a GoPro. Hero 8. No, let's go for a Hero. Let's go for a Hero 7. What we got here? Silver. Okay, let's go with that. You know, I think that's another 200. I can't add it to the basket. Damn it. So that's another 200. Okay, let's add another. You think they'll only sell a fly? I think they probably will. I think they probably will. Okay, we're going to have to go. I'm reluctant to choose a Hero 7 black or a Hero 6 black. I think it's 400. I think. Okay, well, let's do it then. Okay, because DJI, you know, I wouldn't expect their image. Oh god, their image quality to be that good. If you get my meaning, GoPro. Why do this company show products you can't buy? Frustrating is that? Will not restock. So, will not restock. Series black. They haven't got many GoPros, have they? Price high to low. Trendy price. Let's do it that way and see if we then get Come on. Right, here we go. Mind you, don't press buy now. I'm in the wrong country for buy now. So, can we order it? No. Unbelievable. Right, let's go for a Hero 8, shall we? Let's go all out. Do they not have any Hero 8s? Oh, God. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. Anyway, DJI FPV. So we're going to need an FP. Oh, my God. Good job I'm not in the US. These would do my head in. Okay, so we want the DJI FPV. Let's have a look. We're going to want the FPV goggles and the remote controller. So you're talking 529, 300 is cheaper in the kit, isn't it? So where's the kit? That one there. Back ordered. So see, it's 929 on its own. So it soon adds up. There's not a lot in it. There really isn't. It wouldn't be so bad if I could actually add it. Oh, I can add it to the cart. And you get a free spare receiver with that. It's not free, but you get a spare receiver with that. So look, there, we're already up to 1,328 without a camera. So it isn't unexpected that you could see a product over $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 in reality. In fact, if they're coming in at below 1,200, sorry, it's been a long day. If they're coming in below 1,200, it could easily be a hit. It could sell very, very well indeed. It really could. So, yeah, I think we're going to have to see how it ends up in the end. Let me just stop on that. I just want to see any of the comments. Any more comments on it? No, get off that. Get down to here. Bruce giving me some hassle. Just will focus on the V2s. Would be nice. Got IPD, but focus would be cool. So, yeah, you know, we're going to have to see where this all ends up. But it's not unrealistic to see a ready to fly with DJI. Let's go back on 4-inch. For that kind of money, you know, yes, there's some cheap ones here, but they're all analogs. It's the digital system that makes them expensive at the end of the day. So we're going to have to wait and see. You know, it's very, very interesting times indeed. It really, really is. And, you know, there is some good value to be had from building your own quad, but it still comes at a cost on these. Micro quadcopters, I don't want micro. Let's have a look. Ready to fly. So let's go. Where's the mini? Where's the right? So mini quadcopter frames. I don't want a frame. I want an aircraft. Micro. Ready to fly. I want micro ready to fly. Let's have a look. What we got down in these. I can use my module. See, even these. Any of these micros DJI compatible? I wonder. Be quite funny. Yeah, there is one. Which one is it? It's a bit heavy. That's the diatone. I think Bruce had one of these. See, look at that. 279 with the DJI on board. So it's using the Vista and the DJI camera. Pardon me. Interesting little aircraft though, isn't it? Looks like a 3D printed frame at the bottom. Yeah, I think, okay, with regards to the NDAs and stuff, I have to be careful here because there is some things I can't say, but at this stage, I wouldn't you don't find, okay, if the market is going to be where I think it's going to be, then I am not expecting the traditional drone crowd to really get much of a look in here with regards to product testing. Okay, and look, I've been involved in a number of releases over the years. I tested Syndents, I tested the current FPV system, but my angle is very specialist on the corner of the world I live in, and my presence on YouTube. I think for an off-the-shelf product like this, with a target market like it is, the likes of me, maybe Bruce would get a look in. I think Bruce could, if he hasn't got one already. He's a sly get. He might not sell anything, but I think most of us, they won't be interested in. We're not target market. We're just not target market. I think the last off-the-shelf drone I was offered to review was the Mavic Air, just to give you an idea. And after that, it's all for those products. It is the Casey Neistats, the iJustine, the iPhonedo. Those are the channels that now get the looking on that, and the ones who do the general drone talking. The guys who are, the channels that cater for general drone talk. I try not to cater for the general stuff too much, but there are channels out there that do. Ken Heron and those guys. So I think they would probably get a look in, but the rest of us, it's going to be very unlikely. I found out that they'll all, look, if the market for this is what I think it is, they're going to want to try and get this into as many new people's hands as possible, or existing, look, if you take a Mavic 2, you could release the Mavic 3 today. And why would you buy it? Even if the Mavic 3 today had 4K 60, it had object avoidance sensors like the Skydio, which was almost as good. It had 10 kilometers range, and it had 33 minutes flight time. I still wouldn't upgrade to it because there's very little need for that improvement. I don't need 4K 60 for the most part. God, yawning. I always yawn when I go live. I don't need 4K 60 for the most part. I can get away with 1080p 60. I know it'd be nice to have, but still. So I think they've got a bit of a problem, and their problem is, how do they get people to spend money? And I think that's where this is. And I think that's where this product fits into a very niche corner of the market from our point of view. But it's almost like, as I said earlier, Apple with the smartphone. I had 5 or 6 smartphones before Apple released the iPhone. I had a Sony P990i, which was a fantastic device. It had the fold-down keyboard. If you guys had ever seen it, some of these phones were just fantastic. P990i. Let me put this up. This was a phone, ladies and gentlemen. This was such a good phone. I had this, and it ran on the Symbian operating system, if you remember Symbian. And it had this bizarre flip up and down screen at the front. So at the front you had this, sorry, not flip up and down screen, flip up and down numbers. So let me just find it there. So that image is, so that was it with the front flip closed. And then when the front flip was open, you had a full-size keyboard behind it. Now, they did have a different version. This one never came to the UK, but I had this one. It was a fantastic phone. It really was. One of the very early smartphones had a stylus as well, as you can see there. It's a great phone. But what Apple did best was make the smartphone work. I also had a Nokia. Oh, what was it? Something 90. It's a horrible thing. C90, no. Nokia Symbian smartphones. I'll try and find this. It slid. It did. It was a weird old thing. Oh, C2. C3. Yeah, it was like that. Renovated. Yes. That was it. But it was like metal and expensive. Sliding. Sliding Nokia Symbian smartphone. What model was it? Oh, it was very similar to that. That's basically it. Let's see if I can find it. This is a bit of retro thinking for me here, guys. It was all stainless steel, if I recall, as well. And again, horrible to use. Horrible to use. 600-700 might have been one of these. Yeah, I think it's that then, 600-700. But again, yeah, it reminds me of that. But again, you know, Apple didn't create it, but what they did create was a mass market product that everybody loved, and I think that's what DJI could do here. I honestly do. I honestly do. We're going to have to see where it all ends up. No one really knows the truth. No one really knows where it's going to go. But here and now, we're going to have to see. Now, that's really about it, guys. I just thought I'd pop on live quickly and say hello and wish you all the very best. For me, as I've said, I've got just to give you guys a quick update on the channel, I've got about 5 videos I got in the pipeline. I've backed off of things just a little bit. I've taken a bit of time out for me. I just felt I needed to do it. Whilst I had a thought about what I want to do next, and I'll be honest, do I even want to continue doing this stuff? There's part of me that has thought, do I want to continue doing it? I sort of hit a bit of a brick wall about a month ago, and I haven't really felt like doing much since. The news this week, I've sort of sat on the sidelines with the current news we've had over the last couple of weeks, and I've just been watching it. I've been talking a bit on RC groups and places, and as I said, there are some things I know, but I have to be a bit careful on. But I've not really had the mojo to want to put content out. I've not been happy with anything I've been doing. I've been doing a lot more photography over the last couple of weeks, just to do more with that and try and get my mojo back a little bit. I do have this video to start looking at, which is this. I'm going to give a proper overview of this controller, which is the 765. There's plenty of videos on YouTube about it, but I'm going to do one of my own ones. Yabba dabba do. Hey, Gar, how you doing? So I did take a bit of time out. I haven't really done much content. I'm just going to sort of go a bit quieter now as we come towards the end of the year. It would be a shame if they didn't get the drone to market. I think it'll come. The fact you've seen that box, I think it'll come. I think it'll come. I think we never get leaks that look like that. That don't appear. Let's just say. I am aware of a few products over the years they've made that never made it to market, and they're never that far. They're never that far ahead. You know, the fact you're seeing a picture of the front of a box is telling you it's in mass production now. Just wait for one to turn up at Best Buy. That's usually the way these things go. But yeah, so I did that video earlier. I've got the Fat Shark one. I just can't get out to fly it. I've done all the content. I've done everything, and I've flown it about 3 times, but I flew it off camera, and I just haven't been able to get out and fly with it again to take some footage. I'm probably not going to bother. I'm at the stage of thinking just put the video out. There's loads of people have put footage out. I'm just going to talk about my experience with it rather than the footage, I think. I'll let Bruce do a proper review then. I've then got a couple of little reviews I want to do before the end of the year. I've had some stuff which I usually turn down, and I've said yes to reviewing them. Nothing to do with drones, just random stuff. Because I thought they were a little bit interesting, so I've said yes to that. But really, what I want to do now is just get a couple of. There's a few specific videos I want to get finished over the next couple of weeks. There's a couple more on the Ronin series I want to be doing, and then I'm going to wind it up for the remainder of this year, and then make a decision really what we do for next year. And there's part of me, being completely honest with you guys who regularly watch, I am strongly thinking of taking some time out. It's something I've been thinking about for the last month or so, and I'm just thinking about walking away for a little bit. The channel will still be here, but just take a bit of time away from it and see how I feel about the whole thing in 3 to 6 months. But we will see. We will see. We go through these phases, and it's been a big push with content over the last couple of months, and the channel's come on very well. I'm really pleased with it. I've got a fantastic set of users, you guys out there who come on the live stream, and I really appreciate it. I do have some frustrations in some ways, and they're of my own doing. And when I get like that, I've learned I've got to step away. Is probably the best term to use. So we will see. We will see. But I've got some good stuff I want to get out. And I had my PFCO rejected. I could have finished. I missed 2 things on it, so I got to get that sorted. I've done it actually. I just need to send the documents to them. I got to do that in a minute. Actually, it's 10 o'clock. I need to make sure I do that tonight. And we'll see. You know, if this DJ thing comes, the frustration for me at times is where it's very hard to make. Taking up too much time. It's polishing Bruce's head. It's the frustration for me is I like to make content on new products that is different to everyone else's, but if you can't actually get hold of them, it then gets really frustrating. And the classic of that is the Skydio. I had some real interesting plans to do with the Skydio, and I just haven't been able to get my hands on one. Now I am hoping to do it in the new year. I am hoping to have my hands on an aircraft for a small amount of time in the new year. I haven't done nothing with the Mavic Mini and the Mavic Air 2 because everything's been said on them. There's nothing more I can add to that table. We've still got all of the Ardra stuff, which is building nicely. You know, that side of it is building well. But I just have been feeling it might be a good time to take a bit of time out and let the channel evolve a little bit in itself. It's become a bit too muddy on the mixed content now, so I need to understand what I'm going to do. And it is a legitimate question of, do I actually start a second one start a second one from scratch now, but it's so hard to get it to build up. Not a live one, but do it as for the technical stuff and keep the other one for the everyday stuff. But we'll see. Yeah, F1 is on here. I'm going to go and catch up on that in a minute as well. So we will see. Anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching the video. Please do stay safe wherever you are in the world. I hope you are all safe and well, and I will speak to you all soon. Take it easy.